Hey, what's going on, everyone? So I'm getting ready for about a week-long trip to Arizona in the Sedona area for some astro, some time-lapsing, some YouTube content, some photography, just all the good stuff. And wanted to take you through the process of packing up all my gear, my truck, and getting ready to hit the road. All right, so I've got my old faithful D850 right here. I got my Z9 right there that just came in yesterday. I've got my Z7 that is astro modified right there. And so, the reason that I have three cameras right now, and the reason that I'm bringing all three is my D850 is going to be largely for, some time lapses, but mostly it's going to be my stills camera. It's still an amazing camera for taking stills. My Z9 has the autofocus, also has video capability, time-lapsing capability. I mean, it's a pro body. It can do everything I want it to do. And then this little guy right here, that, like I said, is the astro modified camera. So I'll dive into kind of the astro modifications and some astro stuff in a later video, but basically the sensor has been modified to allow for more data collection in certain regions of our night sky, in the H alpha region. So you get the reds and the magentas in the night sky. And so then for lenses, I've got let's start from widest. So we've got the 14 to 24 f2.8. That is, again, kind of old faithful when it comes to astro and landscapes and getting some details in the foreground. We've got my 24 to 70 f2.8 right there. That one's really just a super versatile lens, also great for some landscape or nightscapes in astro. The Z9 actually has a native Z-mount lens built for the mirrorless cameras. That's a 24 to 70 f4. So it's not as good for astro or low level lighting, but with a tracker, it'll do a great job. And that lens is largely for video and capturing B-roll and whatnot. And then one of my favorite lenses is my 70 to 200 f2.8. Thing's an absolute beast, super quick, super sharp. Absolutely love that thing. And then I've got this little thing, which is a adapter, which will connect these three lenses to either one of those, converting the old DSLR lenses for mirrorless lenses. So that's why I've got this. All right, and then from there, we've got all of my other gear over here. You can see it takes up quite a bit of space. So first and foremost, I've got my gimbal right here to shoot some video. So that is a DJI Ronin RS2. So that'll be holding my Z9 quite a bit to shoot some of that B-roll and good content there. I've got my portable batteries, so a little one and then a bigger Jackery one to charge all of my gear. We've got our Lume cubes. I've got my astro filters in there. I've got some ND filters for long exposures. I've got astro tracker and counterweight. I've got and then the box underneath here, this is all for my Rhino slider and time-lapsing equipment. This is actually the head of that. That adds another axis of movement. Got my microphone, batteries, some miscellaneous camera tools, drone controller, batteries, etc. An extra little tripod just for my camera or whatnot. And then I like to keep out my cards, all of my storage for a trip like this, to make sure that I don't forget anything. And that's the point of laying all of this out. It's obviously a lot and I have to pack it all up, but it certainly helps when you can see everything. I have had countless of trips, not necessarily ruined, but not necessarily have the gear that I actually want or that I meant to bring. So that's all the gear there. I've got my two tripods here. I've got my two packs here, my camera packs. This one actually just came in the other day. This is from Think Tank Photo. It's a newer, bigger version of Old Faithful, that guy, which I've been using since 2018, I want to say. I was in a slot canyon and it kind of got ripped up in certain areas. You can kind of see, yeah, I got chewed up pretty nicely. So I mean, I'll bring that just for backup gear storage, but this is going to be where most of my gear is stored. A lot of that is because I've got the ability to, in the back, have a bunch of different slots for camera gear. The best thing about this, and it's really stylish, so you know, you're welcome for that. It's this slide out fanny pack here, so it's more camera gear storage. It's pretty awesome. It'll slide out. You know, so you don't have to take your camera off entirely, or your camera bag off entirely when you see something cool. So I absolutely love these things. My dad turned me on to this. Yeah, highly recommend it if that's of interest to you. And then just got my satellite phone, some lights. I got my little clip for my camera again, so I can have one camera body in here and then one camera body strapped onto my chest, just for ease of use. So there you have it. That's pretty much everything that I have. And so there you have it. That's pretty much all the gear that I'm going to be bringing on this trip, so I can capture video, stills, time lapses. It's going to be jam-packed full of work. Getting a lot of different things, editing on the road. That's why I'm bringing my laptop. That's why I've got my truck, the setup that I do, so I can kind of live out of it and work on the road. So super excited. And here's a little montage of me packing everything up, because it'll take a while.
We're all packed up and ready to hit the road, so can't wait to share with you some of the content behind the scenes that I get from Arizona. Super excited about that. All of the videos and photos and all that good stuff, and some time with this little guy right here, Ajax. We're gonna have a blast out there, and we'll see you in the next one.